want to retire early in Australia. I'm not talking about 65. I'm talking about 50, 40, or even 35. Today, I'm breaking down FIRE financial independence. Retire early in under 10 minutes using simple maths and real Aussie examples you can actually copy. I'm a chartered accountant helping Australians build financial freedom. Just a quick heads up. This is general information only, not financial advice. Always do your own research. So, what is FIRE? It's a simple concept. It means you save and invest enough money so that your investments can pay for your lifestyle and you no longer rely on a job. In other words, work becomes optional. Your money starts working for you, not the other way around. It has two parts. Financial independence, or FI, means you have enough invested. Retire early, or E, means you stop full-time work or switch to something more flexible that you enjoy. Let's get straight into the maths, because it's simpler than you think. You only need to know one single formula to calculate how much you need to retire early. It's called the 25 times rule. Your FIRE number is just your annual spending multiplied by 25. For example, if you spend $40,000 a year, you need $1 million invested. If you spend $60,000 a year, you need $1.5 million. And if your lifestyle costs $80,000 a year, you need $2 million. Why multiply by 25? It's based on something called the 4% rule. This is a guideline suggesting you can safely withdraw around 4% of your investment portfolio each year, adjust for inflation, and have a very high probability of it lasting for the long term. So 4% of $1 million is $40,000 per year. Okay, so how much do Aussies actually spend? Let's look at 3 realistic levels of FIRE. First, there's lean FIRE. This is a low cost, minimalist lifestyle, maybe living regionally with minimal expenses. We're talking about an annual spend of $30,000 to $40,000. That means your FIRE number is between $750,000 and $1 million. Next is comfortable FIRE, and this is where most Aussies aim. You can live modestly in a city like Perth, Brisbane, or Adelaide, spending around $50,000 to $65,000 a year. This puts your FIRE number at 1.25 to 1.6 million. Finally, we have fat FIRE. This is for a higher end lifestyle, maybe in Sydney or Melbourne, with plenty of travel. You're looking at $80,000 to $120,000 a year, making your FIRE number between $2 and $3 million. But remember, you don't need millions right now. You build it step by step. So how do Aussies actually invest to reach FIRE? The toolbox is pretty straightforward. First, exchange traded funds, or ETFs. Think VAS or a 200 for the Australian market, and VGS or IVV for international growth. They have low fees and are perfect for long-term growth. Second, your superannuation. Putting your super into a high-growth option lets it compound massively over decades. Third, listed investment companies, or LICs. Old faithfuls like a FIARG and MELT are known for being reliable Aussie dividend payers. Fourth, investment properties, but this is optional and really only works if they are cash flow positive. And finally, a high-interest savings account for your emergency fund, which is crucial. FIRE is not about picking hot stocks. It's about consistent, diversified investing. So, how much do you actually need to invest each month? Let's assume a 7% average return, which is a common long-term market average. To reach $1 million, if you invest $500 a month, it'll take you about 30 years. If you invest $1,000 a month, that comes down to around 22 years. At $2,000 a month, you're looking at just 15 years. And at $3,000 a month, it's about 12 years. This is why FIRE works. Small, consistent investing habits often beat having a high income with no savings plan. Now for a smart hack. GeoFire. A growing group of Aussies use this strategy, which means living overseas where the cost of living is much lower. Think places like Thailand, Vietnam, Malaysia, Bali, or even Portugal. In many of these spots, an Aussie couple can live a very comfortable life on just $25,000 to $35,000 a year. This means you only need $600,000 to $900,000 invested to be financially free. You could literally retire 10 to 15 years earlier just by living somewhere cheaper. It's also important to know that FIRE isn't one size fits all. There are different types, so you can choose your own adventure. We already talked about lean FIRE, the minimalist path. Then there's barista FIRE, where you semi-retire. You save enough to cover part of your expenses and then work a low-stress part-time job you enjoy, like being a barista, to cover the rest. Coast FIRE is another cool one. You invest aggressively early in your career to get a solid nest egg, and then you let compound interest do the rest of the heavy lifting. You can then switch to a less demanding job that just covers your living costs. And of course, Fat FIRE is for those who want a luxury lifestyle in retirement. The key is to pick the version that fits your personality, not someone else's. Alright, here's your step-by-step FIRE plan for Aussies. 1. Calculate your annual spending. Be honest. 2. Multiply that number by 25 to get your FIRE number. 3. Cut expenses that don't truly add value to your life. 4. Find ways to increase your income, whether through new skills, a promotion, or a side hustle. 5. Invest a set amount every single month into low-cost ETFs and top up your super. 6. Build a 3 to 6 month emergency buffer in a high-interest savings account. 7. Stay invested for the long haul, at least 10 to 20 years. And 8. As an optional accelerator, consider retiring early overseas. It's simple, but it's not easy. But it is absolutely achievable. Let's do a final recap. FIRE isn't really about never working again. It's about freedom. The freedom to choose when you work, how you work, where you live, and what you do with your precious time. Whether your FIRE number is $800,000 or $2 million, the path is the same. Invest consistently, live intentionally, and let time and compounding do the heavy lifting for you. If you enjoyed this breakdown, please hit that LIKE button, subscribe for more content, and I'd love to see you drop your FIRE number in the comments below. For some great FIRE tools and investing resources, you can also visit warglobal.com. Just a final reminder, this is general information only and not financial advice. Always do your own research or speak to a licensed advisor. Thanks for watching.